Hey everyone, today we're diving into something that's been popping up everywhere lately, the VEVOR under-counter ice maker. If you've been scrolling through kitchen setups or commercial spaces, you've probably noticed how much attention this thing is getting. I finally got my hands on one, and I have to say, it's pretty impressive for how much ice it can churn out. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the ice making speed. This machine claims up to 80 pounds of ice per day, and honestly, it delivers. I tested it out by running it for a few hours, and it was cranking out ice cubes like it was nothing. Whether you're hosting a party, running a small cafe, or just want a steady supply for your drinks at home, this thing keeps up without breaking a sweat. The storage capacity is another big win. It holds up to 26 pounds of ice, so you're not constantly emptying it or worrying about running out mid-event. Now, one of the standout features is how flexible the installation is. It's designed as an under-counter model, which means it can slide right into most kitchen setups without taking up extra floor space. But if you don't have cabinet space, it also works as a freestanding unit. The reversible door is a nice touch too. You can configure it to open from either side depending on your layout. That kind of adaptability is super handy if you're working with a tight or unconventional space. Let's talk about the build quality. It's made entirely of stainless steel, which not only looks sleek but also feels durable. The insulation is solid, so the ice stays cold and doesn't melt away quickly, even if you're not using it constantly. That's a big deal if you're trying to keep costs down on electricity or just want reliable performance. Speaking of reliability, the operation is surprisingly straightforward. There's a simple control panel with clear settings for ice size and production rate. You don't need a manual to figure it out, which is always a plus. Another feature that caught my attention is the electric drainage system. Instead of dealing with a manual drain or hose, this thing has a built-in pump that automatically expels water when it's time to empty. It's one of those small conveniences that makes a huge difference in day-to-day use. No mess, no fuss, just set it and forget it. I also want to mention how quiet it is. Some ice makers can be pretty loud, but this one hums along quietly in the background. That's ideal for a home kitchen or a small office where noise might be a concern. Plus, the ice cubes themselves come out perfectly shaped, crisp and clear, not cloudy or brittle. That's a big deal if you're using them for drinks or presentations. Now, no product is perfect, so let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the size. While it's great for under-counter installation, it's not exactly compact. Make sure you've got the space to accommodate it, especially if you're adding it to an existing setup. Second, the initial setup might take a little time. You'll need to install the drain pump properly and ensure the water line is connected correctly. It's not rocket science, but it's not as plug-and-play as some smaller countertop models. All in all though, this VEVOR under-counter ice maker is a solid choice if you need a reliable, high-capacity ice maker that doesn't skimp on quality. It's built to last, easy to use, and does exactly what it promises. If you've been on the fence about upgrading your ice setup, this might be the push you need. So, if you're ready to take the plunge, check out the link below to see the latest pricing and details. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. For most buyers, the real question is not whether VEVOR under-counter ice maker, 80 pounds per day stainless steel built-in ice maker's machine with drain pump reversible door, 26 pounds storage freestanding ice maker for commercial home kitchen sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like fast ice making and large ice storage and flexible installation actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.